Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Living in Perspective. My name is Coleman, your host, and today I got a good episode for y'all. I got two businessmen right here, Ryan and Fat, and they're just going to talk to y'all today. So, won't you introduce
What's
yourselves?
going on, man? My name is Ryan Martin, CEO of Lotto's Closet, founder of the Lord's Kingdom Department, and yeah.
My name is Antavius Graham. I go by Fat. I'm the CEO of FRM Sports, FRM Merch, and the CEO and founder of FRM Pathway, which is a mentorship to help young men ages 10 through 16 become better adults.
Before we get into the nitty gritty and the actual business stuff, can y'all share y'all story and how y'all really got started?
All right, for me, so I always knew I wanted to start a business, and like last year, there was a time I kind of was out here in college, a little confused, kind of just lost in my way. I had a feeling of like some emptiness inside of me, and I was really trying to fill that void. And coming out, living back home, I was a lot closer to my faith when I was with my parents, going to Bible study every Thursday, Sunday, church every Sunday, and just being around that presence all the time. Coming out of college, you get distracted with girls, parties, a whole bunch of different things that kind of just made me drift off in my faith. And it was just my mission to kind of be intentional about me building a connection with God and also bringing along people with. So this brand, it has like nice quotes like trust in the Lord, or scriptures on my other hoodies where it's like it might spark a conversation, inspire someone to grow in their faith. And Lotto's Closet, that's just my storefront. So I could put a whole bunch of different brands there, give smaller brands opportunities to be in that store. Just as I grow it, I also host marketplace events where people could come showcase their small businesses. My last event, we had rugs, we had clothing brands, candles, jewelry, all sort of things, and it just gives a vibe to the community and also boosts small shopping.
FRM would be like the core, and everything else is like an enterprise, right? So you got like FRM, like clothing, and then you got FRM, which ties into a mentorship program as well. And I came up with this FRM, terminology when I had a tragic event happen back in 2020 where I almost lost my life, and I knew from that moment forward that I was gonna need FRM, which is to forever remain motivated. So that's the message that I'm trying to push out to the world. Just forever remain motivated. Everybody got their own unique story about their life trials and tribulations. Some people stories are worse than others. But even if your story not that bad, it's still your story because it's unique to you. So that's the message I'm trying to push. And yeah.
So, Fat, you talked about, like you said, an event happened, and then Ryan talked about possible distractions that happen, early in your, your college career. So, how would you guys say is the best way to kind of navigate that while also handling school and business?
I mean, I think I could start it off just remembering your why, bro. That's my big thing. It's been many times, even in college. Like I know my sophomore year, I was super close to like being done with school, want to give up on everything. But I remember my why, who I'm doing it for. A lot of things that we do today without us even knowing, like our subconscious mind, it's in there. Like we doing it because of me, for example, it's my family. Like you know what I'm saying. So you already know your why. You just got to bring it to your conscious mind. Of, like I'm doing this because. Like mine would be, I'm showing my little brothers and sisters that it's possible. You can do whatever you put your mind to. Like college wasn't even in the play for me, especially the environment I come from. Like a lot of my family members ain't even graduate high school, so like going past that wasn't even like thought of. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. I think for me it would be like just remembering my why.
Well, for me, it's kind of like, you find purpose through many things, but then you realize all of that could get taken away. And that's when, like, I'm here thinking my purpose is football. No, nobody, my freshman and sophomore year, nobody couldn't tell me I wasn't going to the NFL, XFL, CFL. I was going to play some type of professional football.
Right,
But,
mindset.
he had a different plan. He had a different plan, and he works in his ways. So, it's really just kind of, I enjoy the creative outlet. I enjoy planning events, hosting, coordinating things. I enjoy running the business. I enjoy the hustle. Like that's the same thing on the football field. And you figure out you while you're in college, and you figure out the things you like, and you make that a passion. Like
Yeah.
being a son of the Lord is a passion. It's not just a lifestyle. It's not just for the fancy. At the end of the day, you build that relationship with you and God. He did things in my life that I can't really explain to you off of why I love him so much.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? Like the same goes for you. And even if you have a different religion, now everybody has their own reason to think the way they think, to grow the way they grow, and that was my reason.
Mm.
Like he fulfilled me. He showed the light on this is what I believe. He puts these ideas and these thoughts in my head because this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like that was his plan. Like I don't think he'll just put something in my head if it wasn't his plan for me.
I want to talk to you guys about what gets you guys going. What's an inspiration to help you guys do the things that you do? And I'm not necessarily only talking about business. I'm sure there's other things outside of business that kind of takes play. So like talk about your why. What gets you up in the morning, gets you going, gets you ready to really do what you got to do.
Well, I kind of like I already shared what my why was, which
Yeah.
is like show my brothers and sisters as possible. But it's bigger than that. Being a black man in America, especially being Black American, African American, whatever, like all odds stacked against you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? From the environments you go in to like even when you start changing and try to become better, you kind of get like imposter syndrome. Like you feel like you don't belong. You know what I'm saying? So just showing, just trying to show brothers that look like me, even my black queens, that it's possible. Like, even though we got all odds stacked against us, though, we can do whatever we put our mind to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think what motivated me so much is like we got so many. I was just talking to a brother earlier. We was talking about like sexy red music and all the detrimental music. Like on the board, they say, Did you go to the NBA YoungBoy concert? None of that stuff is empowering to the mind. Like you pouring in all this negative energy into these young black kids that's making them continue to do the things that we're doing to each other. Like we talk about other people harming us so much, but we harm each other the most. Like, and I'm not even trying to get into that type, but that's my why. Like, just showing black kings and queens that like we meant for more, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And me carrying myself a certain way could potentially motivate a brother to carry himself the same way, if not even better. Because that's the goal. I ain't perfect. I'm not finna act like portray this message as if I'm perfect. But my why is showing black kings and queens that can do whatever we put our mind to, and that's why I do what I do.
Okay, hold on. So you said for us black kings and queens we're meant for more.
For sure.
What does that look like? What does that mean?
We can do whatever we put our mind to. The same opportunities any other race get, we got the same opportunities in front of us, but it's the stuff that we normalize. Like a brother the other day, he asked me why I stand up when I shake a man's hand. I said it's out of respect. And then next thing you know, he tried to do it to another brother that looked just like us, and the brother like, what are you doing? You look goofy and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So we don't even see that. The stuff that we do, we normalize all the negative stuff and all that type of stuff, but then we cry and do all this show all these types of emotion when other people treat us a certain way, but we don't understand that like we living in the most negative. Like if the mud was down here, we right there in the mud. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
we meant for whatever, bro. Whatever more look like to any person, more can look different to anybody. But more to me is just like whatever we want in life, really, bro. Like I really can't like pinpoint it to one single.
No, I got you.
And just to kind of go off that, like it's not only just what I'm trying to say is like he was saying, like we're meant for more, we can do more. And a lot of people get stuck in a mindset that you're stuck in the place you are. But right now in this day and age, you have the ability to change your environment, which will change your outcome. A lot of people are stuck in the same place, still doing the same things they're doing. Every time I go back home, people are still doing the same things they're doing. But at the end of the day, they realize if they don't wake up and realize maybe I should just get up and move. Like I got up and I moved across the country to come play football, and this changed my whole life. I promise you, the opportunities I had here, I would have never got back home. Never. If I didn't change my environment, if I didn't change how I moved, if I didn't pick up on things that is actually going on in this world, none of that would have changed. Yes, redlining is real. Yes, there's a lot of systematic things that was in place before that made our culture the way our culture is, but it's not controlling us now. And that's what people need to realize, that that's not controlling us anymore. So right now, we need to stop putting like what I put on that board. The question of the day was, did you go to the Young Boy concert? Put no. Put better things in your ears. Go watch a podcast. Go read a book. Go listen to something that uplifts your spirits. You know what I'm saying? Like sounds create vibrations. Vibrations create energy. And if you're putting something negative, oh, let me go drive by, shoot, ha, ha, he. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you're going to be thinking about. That's the energy you waking up in the morning with. Those people, everybody knows one person that wakes up in the morning, blasting they music, and this young boy talking about bah, 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 yeah, ha, ha, ha. Like, come on, bro. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, and that's what you want to listen to.
Right.
Like, there's so many other things you could put your energy in. So get up and do it. Get up and make it happen.
As we talk about distractions and growth, right? I want to hear about what is for you guys personally, as business owners, what is holding you back from, I guess, reaching your potential, if there is anything.
I'm at the state of mind where ain't nothing hold me back but me. Like I really don't let outsiders determine like my outcome in anything anymore. So it's definitely me, like not seizing all my opportunities that's in front of me, And I'm still in school. Like we both still in school. My brother getting his master's. You know what I'm saying? Like we still in school and stuff like that. So that can be real detrimental for an entrepreneur. So that's the only thing myself, bro. Ain't nobody holding me back in nothing. I came to terms with myself. I was meditating a few weeks ago, and I was telling myself like, if it's anybody holding me back, I literally like it's just me. Like I can't blame it on my mama or my dad, none of that, because like I haven't lived with my mama or my dad for 5 years now. So if it's anybody holding me back, it's me. You know what I'm saying? And for every no, like when it comes to selling, I'm pretty sure Ryan know. For every no, it's always a yes out there, and it's the same with opportunities or getting held back in life. If somebody stop to say no and they stopping you from going one place, you turn around, do a 380, whatever, 360, 460, whatever you need, 180, and somebody else will say yeah. So if it's anybody holding you back, it's you, and that's how I feel about myself.
Yeah, you said for every no there's a yes.
For every no, it's a yes.
Yeah, it's cool. That's like that
yeses.
mindset of like being persistent and like just grinding for real.
People don't know selling build character, boy. Like I'm telling you, boy. No, for real, boy. Selling build character, boy. You have somebody tell you no. I had somebody tell me we was at the U of M. I was like, I was like, you interested? She was like, no. I was like, can you follow me on Instagram? She was like, no. Okay, so I'm like, okay, cool. She was with 3 people. So I said, okay, look. So what I did was I asked her out the equation. I was like, okay, but what about y'all? You want to follow? And they was like, yes. So what you think she ended up doing? She ended up following. Because people FOMO, it's FOMO. You know what I'm saying? So people want all the attention to be on them. So I cut her out the equation quick. I said, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Now she want to be into whatever we got going on again. So it build character though. I done got told no 1,000 times, but I feel like my yeses outweigh the no's though. They just feel because they mean more, I guess.
Does it ever get discouraging? Like does hearing the word no, like coming from like a football background or just sports in general, or even just like being a black man in the world, like does hearing no ever get discouraging?
I mean, I can't say for me because that hearing no motivate me. Like when somebody tell me, that's for anybody though. Somebody tell you can't have nothing, you more likely to want that even more.
Yeah, right.
Just because they say you can't have it. It's the same with sales though.
Yeah, okay.
When you talk about hearing no, people think of it differently, because to me, no means next opportunity. So I'm just gonna move around. You feel me? So
that was tough. That was tough.
You're not even going like, all right, that's cool. Yes, because on my first drop, honestly, it was a decent shirt. It was a decent shirt. There was a whole bunch of people when I was like making the designs, and I'm like, yo, what y'all think about this? Y'all think this is like sellable? Y'all think people could wear this? People could rock this? Some people's like, nah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't buy that. That's kind of mid. Nah, bro. Bro, if I would have listened to them, I would have never sold out my first drop, never sold out my second drop, never sold out my third. People wouldn't even be waiting for the restock. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's so many people that will doubt you on everything you do in life. You can't listen to them. That's what I'm saying. It's a balance. You got to choose what you bring into your life.
Right.
And negativity is not one of them. Not one of them at all. It's just not something you should worry about. You going here knows. You going here doubt. You got to choose your heart. You know what I'm saying? Like,
choose your heart.
It's going to be hard to wake up and go to a 9 to 5 that you hate every morning.
Right.
But it's also going to be hard hearing no's and trying to grow your business. But at the end of the day, choose your heart. It's going to be hard to get up and work out every day. But it's also going to be hard when the medical bills and you got diabetes and you got to do this, that, and the third for your health. Choose your heart.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Like, at the end of the day, you control what you control. And everybody has a choice.
Okay. What I'm picking up right now from both of you is like the one word that comes to mind is passion. Like y'all are showing a lot of passion, and like I can see y'all living through that with like your clothing brand and like what you mean is business. Yeah, and so you already talked a little bit about it before, but what are the goals from like outside of this Kingdom department and FRM? What after that? What's next? What's the goals if you guys thought that far?
So the goals for outside of this, we're gonna have giveaways, giving scholarships to in small churches. We're gonna be giving away scholarships to people who have above a 3.0. We're gonna be hosting community events, giving to food shelters. That's kind of where I'm going with my Kingdom Department brand. Lotto's Closet, I want to expand through storefronts. I want an actual physical storefront.
Mm.
I want to give these small brands, these people that are trying to become something, a place where they could come and be like, hey, this is my brand. I was wondering if I could put it on your shelf. Of course you can. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving you an opportunity to be in a store and you can't even afford a store yet. Like I got blessed with that opportunity and that helped me a lot.
Right.
So I'm gonna keep it going. Like
Mm.
keep the hand flowing,
Right.
Because whatever you take in, you have to give back.
Mm-hmm. Almost like a cycle. Almost
Yeah,
like okay.
it's
Well, you say outside of this, so just thinking outside of business. So FRM can also stand for family really matters,
Mm.
and that's what it come down to for me. Like just building an empire for my family. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm doing everything I'm doing. I come from like uncles with dope boys and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to build an empire. Like as far as like when I'm gone, my nieces and nephews and my grandkids, whatever my kids, they live in that boss status, whatever that is to us
Mm-hmm.
at the time. To change that narrative of what a black young male coming from the Graham family look like. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So mine is empire building with my family, bro. Like, yeah, bro. It's like I'm like the last man standing who can make it happen.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going against all odds. Everything I'm doing right now, I'm going against all odds. Of like my brothers, with my brother, even what my brothers see is cool. You know what I'm saying? Where I come from, the stuff I'm doing seen as corny, lame, and all that. You know what I'm saying? So family empire building for sure. That's the goal. Like for outside of this, like yeah, I do business, but I'm more than just a businessman. I care about my people, like true, like
Yeah.
real talk, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that business I just happen to sell as well. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. Well, we getting ready to finish this up. I got one last question for y'all, and this isn't like business related or anything. This is just I love music, so I love to ask questions about music. If you could only listen to 3 artists for the rest of your life, who are these 3 artists?
I ain't gonna lie. I started listening to a lot of Frank Forrest or Forrest Frank, one of the two.
Okay.
I ain't
Okay.
gonna.
FF,
Yeah.
double F.
No cap, no cap. But I started listening to him a lot, and honestly, he be brightening my day when I be
Okay.
listening to his music. But then definitely gotta listen to J Cole, and I want to say Rod Wave, but
Okay.
I don't even really listen to him like that though.
Okay.
Speaking
But
from Florida, so
yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna just go Rod Wave though.
Okay.
I think my 3 artists would be definitely Tracy Chapman, that greatest hits of all time. Like you can do anything. You can go to the gym, you can do homework, you can do whatever with Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
Nipsey Hussle as well, just because I like the way his albums, when you start from his lower albums, they go from a lot of like grind and all that type stuff. But then like his victory lap, it goes into like he already won type, and I
Mm-hmm.
like that. You know what I'm saying? And then last will be my little brother Efron Reek, just because we share like similar stories.
Mm-hmm.
So hearing him talk about his stories and stuff is basically me explaining it, but him saying it in music. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So those would be my top 3: Efron Lurie, Tracy Chapman, and Nipsey Hussle for sure.
Okay. Okay. I think mine. See, I'm more like the slower side. I like R&B. I'm gonna have to. Rod Wave definitely gonna be in there though. That's one of mine for sure. I can't. I almost know every word to Rod Wave, every Rod Wave song for real. I'm gonna put Drake in there just because like, one, he is iconic, but two, like Drake got a lot of music that I just kind of grew up listening to. And then my third, I've been on him like lately. His name is Mac Keen, and he's going on tour. I'm excited to go to that one. But like, he gives me some neo soul R&B vibes, and he just gives me that vibe where I'm just up all the time and singing it every time. But probably honorable mention should probably like Giveon or something like that. So,
Yeah.
hey man, I'm so blessed to have y'all on this. You feel me? I really appreciate y'all sharing y'all nuggets. So, any last shout outs or words of wisdom that y'all would like to give out to the world or anybody?
Keep being great. And also go check out lottoscloset.us on Instagram, kingdomdepth.us on Instagram. And we will be restocking on these Rhymestone hoodies. So look for it. It's coming soon. Give it about 2 weeks to a month. But check out the Instagram page, stay updated. and these hats are also coming. So
Shout out to my brothers and sisters. If it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be here today. Shout out to my mom and my dad for bringing me into the world. Of course, my auntie, all my people. Like you ain't got to bring everybody. Shout out to the kings and queens that's on their journey of trying to grow to become a better person. I know it ain't an easy journey, but it'll be worth it in the long run. You know what I'm saying? When you see other young kings and queens trying to follow your footsteps. Yeah, FROnsports.com.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, thank y'all boys, man. It's love. I really appreciate y'all boys helping me out with this, man. So, hey, man, make sure y'all tune in, share it, go tap into the boys' merch. I also have the links down in the comments too as well. So, in the bio. So, thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.
that's right.